14,000. So, yeah, I'm just a WordPress guy. I'm trying to get out of, I've got about 30 clients on a, reseller setup, and trying to get out of the web dev and get more into the SaaS, software as a service, chatbots, text services, social media services, things like that. So, um, I've probably made over 100 AppSumo purchases. I got software sitting on the shelf that I've never looked at, but yeah, I love software. I love AI. I love what's going on, and I like to work with people like this, like Ray, that are involved with what they're doing. So yeah, I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to learn more, and I'm excited to teach too. So if anybody needs help with domains and DNS and things like that, I'm here.
Thank you, Doc. Doc
Hmm.
is very savvy WordPress guy. I think he's has a lot of experience with website building and also marketing stuff. Yeah, and Doc's very warm-hearted and volunteer to help me to hold this webinar. So appreciate it very much. And Gary, do you want to introduce yourself too?
Yeah, mine's very easy. I'm very much like Doug's background, so it's very similar. I've been doing website development since about 95, and moved into WordPress around 2000, and been doing WordPress. I use, instead of Elementor, I specialize in using the Divi theme. But yep. But yeah, so I help my clients similarly with their online marketing and advertising, and basically getting them into using different SaaS services now. Very, very similar. So here we go.
Let me ask you, Gary, one thing I didn't say is I'm not a designer. I'm a developer. Don't ask me to make it look pretty, but
Oh,
if you want me to, make it wash the dishes, I can get it to wash. I can make it do what it needs to do, but don't ask me to make it pretty.
Okay.
Okay, thanks, Gary. Venkat, do you want to introduce yourself a little bit?
Yeah, definitely. So I have my 9 to 5 job. As in the 9 to 5 job, I'm a project manager in one of the software companies here, and so I'm interested in starting something on my own, and I found AI to be the best place to be, helping businesses get into AI. Also, I have a reputation management software white label, which I give as a package to my customers.
Okay, so Venkat is also in the north of Chicago.
Yeah.
And he's doing project management. Very cool guy. Okay, thank you, Venkat. Okay, so who's next? Fabrizio, can you hear us, or do you want to start the intro? I can, brother.
There he is.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Wow. Cool. Happy to see you in person. I mean, through the camera. Yeah. Go ahead, brother. Yeah. Go ahead.
I'm Fabrizio. I live in the north of Italy, and I'm an entrepreneur myself. I'm a founder of an HR tech company, and basically we want to change the way people think about their curriculum, CV, and make it a bit more engaging and interesting also for the AI to understand the professional profiles of people.
Okay.
I have a marketing product background, business development. That's my background.
Sorry, I missed it. You have marketing background, right? Or
marketing and product. I've been a product manager.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, how is AI in Italy? I mean, is popular in Italy, or it just get started?
I have read last week an article that said that adoption in Italy is higher than the rest of the continental Europe. So we are pretty keen on it, probably because the entrepreneurs and company owners, they see the potential of saving money. And so whenever there is an opportunity to save money for us, it's always good.
Yeah, that's very good reason. Yeah, AI can improve our productivity and save money. Yeah, very good point. Okay, thanks. So next, Sleeper, or I mean Sliper. Sorry, I can't pronounce your name, but do you want to start with introduction, or probably he didn't. Can you hear us? Sliper, if I pronounce correct. Okay. Never mind. Let's move on. Ivan, can you hear me? Mr. Evan was very active in the community. Oh, okay. Ivan cannot talk. That's fine. Okay.
Too early from the talk.
Yep.
Oh, California. Yeah,
Wake
we'll have
California. Wake everybody up.
California. Yeah, that's the timing issue.
the
Okay.
time. Yeah,
It's
we'll move this forward a little bit. I'm sorry about the time zones, Yo.
Yeah. Okay. So who is next? I can't see the name. I mean, who is the one who is using Samsung cell phone? Yeah. Whoever is using Samsung.
There he is. Oh, it's not muted anymore.
Hello, Ray. This is Kurnia Quick.
Oh, hey. Welcome. Oh.
Yeah.
So
sorry that I cannot appear on the camera, but actually I'm just like Doc and Gary. I'm a guy in the WordPress and WooCommerce for about 10 or 15 years.
Okay.
And also an entrepreneur. So my work is not a lot of on the website, but I do some of the businesses too. But in 2023, I'm quite passionate with the AI. So that's why that I have several AI chatbots. And one of some of my keywords on the chatbot is one of them is typebot, of course, NewOaks, and some others AI chatbots that I will not say one by one here. But so far that I found that NewOaks is quite good on your comments. So I'm so interested to look what we can discuss it here. Yeah. So thanks for this one.
Okay, thank you very much. I think you're the first Korean customer that I have talked to directly. We have another customer, but he's American. He's also in Korea, but he's not Korean. Okay, that's cool. Okay, next, Hayden, did you finish your meeting? Do you want to jump to our seminar? I mean, webinar? Okay, I think he's still busy. Okay. Jim, I think you're the one. Like Jim, yeah, just
Hi, Ray. Well,
Hey,
I'm the
hey.
least technical out of this whole group. I can guarantee you that. My background is sales and marketing. I've been doing real estate transactions for about 25 years, done over 800 transactions. Wanted to switch over to AI. I see the opportunity. We're at the ground floor. I just want to, I'm also very connected with big realtor and investor communities. So I'd like to put something together just for the realtor / mortgage industries, and I could probably blow the shit out of this because it's an awesome chatbot. And I love how Ray takes all our feedback, actually uses it. He listens. Everything that I brought up that I told him that I've seen from studying this market for the last about 12 months in the North American market, what we'd want, Ray's implemented and listened. And to me, that shows what a founder's all about. He's not just about his own ego. He's about his clients and helping see what they need, because if he helps us, we help him, and it's a win-win. So
Right.
that's kind of my gist, and I'm just more sales. Like I said, I'm the idiot of the group. You can call me that, but I can sell.
Right on.
Yeah, thank you, Jim. Yeah, Jim's very is a great sales guy and very helpful and supportive. Yeah, me and Jim has like at least 2 one-on-one demos. He gave me a lot of very constructive advices. Yeah, which are very good. I think we're gonna have something big together, just like Doc, Gary, and you guys together. So yeah,
Right.
and being a sales background, Jim, I think it's an advantage because most of us here are like technical background. So we need sales guys like you to really give us insight from customers' perspective. I think that's great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Jim, I'd love to book a time and chat with you and pick your brain. I've got a couple of real estate agents I want to talk to. So, yeah, if you're up for a chat sometime, that'd be great.
Definitely, Doug.
Thank you.
Sure.
Okay. I think Hayden and Sliper probably are busy with something else. So okay, so that's the first one, the intro. Okay, my plan is just give you guys. I prepared a very short PowerPoint. Just give you a very short a status quo of NewOaks AI. Where we are and where we are heading to in terms of roadmap, and then I can start with a quick walkthrough demo, and then it's a QA. I mean, so the main purpose of this meeting, per my discussion with Doc yesterday, just to collect questions and advices, suggestions from you guys, and we can start from here. So that's why I keep this meeting small on purpose, because our first meeting, I want to keep it small and start to rolling out on the way. Okay. And yeah, so I'm gonna share a screen and feel free to jump in and ask any questions that you guys have. Okay. Do not hesitate. It's not a formal presentation. Just give you guys a look and feel that my thought or my view on NewOaks AI. Okay. All right. Can you guys see the
There we go.
screen?
Looks
Okay.
good.
Okay. Awesome. Okay. Yep. Cool. Just hold on a second. It's getting slow. Okay. So just introduction to NewOaks AI Chatbot. Okay. So our mission, I think a lot of guys are, worrying that, will NewOaks sell the company in 2 years and just move on to other companies? So the answer is no, because I want to stay in AI and stay in AI chatbot for long. And me and my team, including Calvin and Frank, who is also joining this webinar. So the vision that we want to build a sustainable AI appointment booking agent. It's not a chatbot, it's an agent for business owners, okay? And the slogan is that more appointments and more sales. I'm sure we want to deliver leads, appointments, and sales for you guys, so that you guys can make more money with AI, okay? So we have launched NewOaks AI since last December 1st, and it's about 4 months since then. So I want you guys to just want to align our view on AI or on chatbot. What can chatbot do? What AI chatbot cannot do yet, so that to manage our expectation, not just my expectation, but you guys' expectations together. Okay. So AI is co-pilot. So AI cannot replace human yet. So AI cannot do everything that we want them to do. It's not almighty. So there's 3 use cases from my experience that most of our customers or other like AI entrepreneurs are using AI to do. The first one is to answer a customer queries, engage with clients and customers to as a customer service chatbot or agent. Okay. And second one is capture leads. And third one is making appointments. So for the 3 use cases, AI chatbot is pretty mature. Okay, so that's what AI can do right now. I mean at this moment, but it's also moving fast and learning fast. So, but what we want AI to do, well, AI cannot do everything. So I have seen folks doing like scramble egg test. So AI cannot scramble egg, right? I mean, it answered the questions of scramble egg test, or AI cannot clean the house yet. But I know that you guys are asking me to, make the chatbot to, make recommendation about e-commerce products or real estate properties. Yeah, we're on the way. But just know, yeah, and I'm going to explain to you guys why it's not ready yet and when it's going to be ready. And also sales, online sales. So we know that most of the AI players, chatbot players, for example, the largest one is Intercom, right? Intercom is position themselves as a customer service platform, but not for sales. Okay, I think chat based or OmniRun. I mean, most of the chatbots we know position themselves as customer service. There's a reason, because the technology is not ready for being a sales bot yet, but it's going to be very soon. Okay, and then third thing is AI agent flow, as I think Doug, Jimmy, and you guys, and many other customers also propose me to do AI agent flow. We are going to do that, but I think it's technically it's not ready yet. So I'm building it with my team, but don't expect to work right away within 1 or 2 months. It's probably going to take like 3 to 6 months, something like that. Okay. So, okay. And here is the, okay, I see Gary. Go ahead, Gary.
I was just hoping that you could explain what you mean by the agent AI workflow. Like just more in detail, what exactly is that?
Okay. Yeah, good question. So the AI workflow means there's an AI scientist from Stanford proposed that this year, so the AI flow means so if you set up a goal for AI, for example, if you want AI to automate the whole sales process, right? And you need a couple of chatbots or agents, not just one. For example, you need NewOaks AI in the top of the funnel. You need to get traffic, right? So there will be an AI agent help you get traffic from TikTok, from YouTube, from WhatsApp, from Facebook. Just publish videos and edit videos and get traffic. So that's one agent just in charge of getting traffic, right? Yeah.
I was just going to say, does everybody understand what an AI agent itself is? So an AI agent is where so an AI agent is so we have these large language models that are trained on generalized data. And then if you know anything about prompt engineering, if you want to go in and start asking it a question, say, I use WooCommerce and I need a solution for something with WooCommerce, my first prompt is something along the lines of, I need you to be the best WordPress developer in the world with WooCommerce experience. And you give them a little bit of information. So it kind of like goes to that section of its database and trains itself around that information. So it's not searching the whole big LLM for the information you want. You're saying, hey, go to your WordPress knowledge base part of your database, and now I can ask you question. Now we can start talking because I'm talking to a WordPress WooCommerce developer. And AI agents is where that you create a CEO, a CFO, a CTO, and you create all these different little assistants, if you will, that are trained in certain technologies. I need a real estate agent salesperson. I need and you that's what an agent is. And then you get a group of these guys these little agents or assistants to work together to solve problems or do things for you. Web development, you've got the designer and you've got the developer. They're two different special skill sets. So that's kind of an overview, real simplistic version of an AI agent. or assistants.
Yeah, thanks, Doug. Yeah, Doug
Mhm.
actually make it very clear and explain really well. So in definition, an agent is an AI chatbot which can finish an independent tasks. For example, real estate agent is going to be specialized in finish real estate lead generation, lead follow up, and make appointments. Everything just before you sign the contract in person with your customer. So the agent is a chatbot which can do independent tasks and by itself. Okay, so Gary, answer your questions. If you want to finish a job, you probably need multiple agents, not just one. So different agent in charge of has different expertise or different techniques, can finish different key components of the whole workflow. I mean the process.
And how will we end up setting up those different agents? Or will we not be doing it?
Yeah, we will be.
You will be, or we will be as the user.
I will be. I will be put up a process, and you will be able to use it. I will be able to set it up.
Okay.
Okay, but not in a short period. That's the whole point. Okay,
Next
it's
week.
coming, but it's not. Yeah, it's not mature yet. It's not a mature technique. Okay, so let's go back to what's behind the chatbot technology, so that we can manage our expectations. So the chart, I mean the diagram you see here is so we use LLM, ChatGPT, and also we are integrating with Cloud 3, right? And we are going to integrate with Gemini if Gemini is stable enough. Okay, so large language models, and then we also train your business data in the form of documents or website or APIs or different text files, right? And then we train the chatbot and deploy the chatbot in omni-channel website, WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram, just everything. Okay, so that's the whole idea. So the whole technique called RAG, retrieval augmented generation. Okay, and so here is the key. So I think that the one thing, if there's only one thing you care about chatbot, it should be the chat quality. It doesn't matter how many features they have. It doesn't matter whether they have white label API.
Right. It's the quality of the output. That's kind of been my challenge right now, is the quality.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
Ray, we've got the ChatGPT 3.5 now. There's going to be, of course, the question, what is the plan for other LLMs, Claude, Opus, Gemini, these others? Can you allude to that?
Cloud, I already integrate Cloud, but not released to you guys yet before we finish the testing, complete testing. Okay, so Cloud is already under development. So the next thing is going to be
a week, a month, 6 weeks. Any idea about how long it might take?
I think 30,
yes.
30 days to 60 days.
Really?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. Okay, so for Cloud, Cloud Haiku is really fast and cheaper than GPT 3.5, right? And Cloud Sonnet is almost performance same as GPT 4, but with only 50% of the price. Okay, Cloud Opus is more expensive than GPT 4, so we are not going with Opus yet. But Haiku and Sonnet is going to be released soon in 30 to 60 days. Okay.
So when it's ready, we'll need to just get a key and add our keys in there for that.
Yeah. Just get your Cloud API key and it will work. So we are going to make open router thing. So whenever it's good for Cloud, we use Cloud, but it's good for GPT, we're going to use GPT. For example, if you want to use because Haiku is a lot faster than GPT 3.5.
For sure.
Speed. And Cloud has long context length, like
Right.
200K, right? Yeah, so that's the benefit. Anyway, how to improve chat quality. So that's a key part of this PPT. Prompting. Okay, there's 3 key elements to improve the chat quality. First is prompting, but prompting is not the most important one. Second one is the most important one for now, right now, trunking. And third one is retrieval technique. Okay, so I'm gonna explain to you what is trunking. I think that is where a lot of my customers get confused. Trunking is that when NewOaks use Chatbot to script your website, or you upload your text file, or you input your text in the text field, right? Or QA, we put all of the different knowledge and data from the data sources that you provided. We put it into one place here. If you can see in the chart, I'm going to use my mouse to point it out. Okay. So if you got your document on Google or Apple, whatever, so we put into a vector database. We use ChatGPT's vector database. Okay. So and then we split the knowledge base in vector in the base into different trunk. Okay. So so that when user asks a question on left hand side, so which company reported the largest profit margin in the third quarter for 2023? That's a question, right? The question will go to embedding, and it's going to match one of the trunks here. So if your website, for example, information is messy or not very structured, it's not going to give you a good answer, because then the response, I mean, the question goes here, and then the chatbot will get knowledge from here and then feed the knowledge into large language model here with your prompt, and also feed the context to the ChatGPT here, and then give the response. So the quality of the response is decided by prompting, the trunking, right? So how well literally
Ray, are you using the word trunk with a T, but I'm seeing the word chunk? Is it it just interchangeable, or just?
No. Trunk
Okay.
is a T. It's a verb. But trunk is
Okay, so you're using trunk as a
it's,
verb. Okay.
yeah, it's a verb. Okay.
Okay.
But I need to verify that. Maybe I'm wrong. Anyway, but good point, Doug. And so trunking is critical. So and that's what I found it. I will give an example later on that some of you guys, when you build up a chatbot, for example, if you upload a file and all of the file is a big piece of text with no space in it, so it's going to end up really bad, because when we trunk the file, and the file will be split into like randomly, and so that chat quality will not be good. So that's one thing. And the other thing is that retrieval. What retrieval means, that's what the chatbot to use to get data from your CRM and also post data to your CRM through APIs. So without retrieval, the eCommerce and real estate chatbot will not perform well. It can only answer general questions and maybe can generate leads, but it's not going to be able to recommend properties to your visitors or prospective customers in a proper way. Okay, so retrieval is important, but before it is implemented, you can't expect the chatbot can answer everything for you. Okay, so with those three things together, okay.
API key is about 30 days, 60 days. I know you like to be optimistic, but what's it look like time-wise for an API key?
Oh, no, it's not API key. It's
or API, not a key, an API connection, not
API,
a key.
yeah. So the API is already there. I need to build a template, like e-commerce templates and real estate templates for you guys, so that you guys know how to use the API. So API keys, the API is, yeah,
It's available. There's just certain information not ready yet.
Yeah, so I already have the document ready, and I'm gonna build a demo. I know some of our customers asking for the demo, how to connect to the API, but I want to do a demo with real world example, like your e-commerce website, for example, or
Okay.
your Jimmy's real estate website, something like that. Okay, I want to
Right.
build templates so that it's easier for you guys to use. Okay.
Hey, Ray.
Yeah.
Something that Doug was just mentioning before with trunking versus chunking and so forth. But when you when you use the word trunking, you're basically, correct me if I'm wrong, you're basically referring to breaking down a large bit of data into smaller groups of data.
Chunks,
Exactly.
right.
So it's more like you're
Trunk.
chunking it together as opposed, because I wasn't understanding trunking, and you had the word chunk, but chunking it would mean breaking it apart into chunks.
And
Yeah.
organizing it. And organizing it
Right.
so the AI knows where to go to find
Right.
what. For example, a blog post versus a product listing. It's
Right.
got it right to organize that data. The more efficient they organize that data, when it's chunked and trunked and broken up into pieces, the more that's organized, the easier it is to get accurate responses, right?
Right. Yeah. So the key is not only splitting the big, the big slump of the data. I had to do two things, right? Splitting first and then reorganize it.
Yep. Because it comes
So there
from
are two
different
Yeah,
sources, right?
exactly.
It's
And
like
had to
it's
make
like breaking the puzzle apart and then putting it all back together so it gives you a good picture.
exactly. Yeah,
Right.
very good, very good. Yeah, very good analogy there, Doug. Yeah, exactly. So that's very critical. That's what we're focusing to do right now. I mean, these days. Okay, and so it's two more slides, and I'm gonna go do a quick walkthrough. So we already have the features that you guys already know. Live chat on mobile, webhook, API, and integration with Public, and Google Voice, Twilio, yeah, lead generation stuff. Okay, and roadmap. So as I said, open up.
You had something on that list I want to ask you about because
Okay.
I do text marketing. I have a SaaS that I license to people to use for text. And here in the US, anybody that's sending text messages has to go through a registration process to register their business. I've never seen this Google using a Google number to text back and forth, forwarding it to email. How does that work? I mean, because I'm not registering. Google give anybody a phone number. So is that how these spammers are sending things out? I mean, is this going to go away? Is Google Text eventually going to go away? And that's why we're going into Twilio, because I've worked with Twilio as well. So can you explain a little bit about this
Yeah,
app and
sure.
texting back and forth and how that's working?
Yeah. So Google Voice, the good thing about Google Voice, that Google Voice is, if you use Google Voice personal account, and you're gonna get, you at first you need to get a Google Voice number, right?
Number. Right.
It's Google Voice number, and you need to download the Google Voice app.
Right.
Okay, and then you can authorize with Google Voice. So authorize NewOaks to deploy the chatbot to your Google Voice number. And then when your customer, your e-commerce customer, see the capital botanical website and want to text you, for example, we just assume that you put your number, Google Voice number, on the
Sure.
website, and
Okay.
the customer can text message you, say, hey, Doc, what is the price of this product ABC, right? And the
Right.
chatbot say, oh, okay, we have product ABC, but tell me what you need. I mean, tell me about your background or your condition, so that I can recommend product to you. But everything I said happening through Google Voice in the form of text message. So your customer can use a cell phone,
Right.
text message to Google Voice number, and you can reply. Your chatbot will reply on the Google Voice number, and you can see all the chat conversation on Google Voice app.
Okay.
Yep.
Interesting.
So that's
Interesting.
how to use.
I'm gonna have to explore that some more.
Hey, Ray, this is Jim. I got a question regarding using that. That's one of the main reasons I wanted to use Twilio when I asked for that integration. The reason being is, and I'm 100% agreement with Doug. Here in the States, we have what's called 10 DLC registration. And from what I'm understanding, I don't think Google Voice will last long in this model.
Yeah, I don't think that.
Because I also know, Doug, I think you're selling something that I also have a license for, Easy Text.
CE.
We're probably one of the same similar platforms. I haven't used it,
Okay.
but I deal with real estate stuff, and so I'm very cognizant about the ramifications. For violations in America, it's $1,500 per known offense. So we're having attorneys now, so that are gearing up, and they've been doing it. There's been 2 cases in the last like 5 years, like $5 and $9 million, and they were well-off companies. There were 2 car dealerships in the Midwest, and they got hit with violating the 10 DLC, but it's even getting stricter. So Twilio, for example, there's more barrier. You got to go. It's, you have to get approved, and it's a process, but I can give you background, like information, how to get through it, what to fill out, and all that kind of stuff. Ultimately, it's going to be on the clients. The other thing is, I think if you're using Google Voice and it comes back to you, you could start getting NewOaks in trouble long term. Like they might start not blackballing you, not the right word, but cutting you off through the carriers.
Okay.
That's I also had notes to talk to you about regarding Google Voice. I mean, it's a really, really cool concept. That's what's really neat. But see what they require anyone that's doing texting business to business or business to consumer to be anything. Anyone that's doing a business related text, business to business or business to consumer. And that's just
so you're saying they're requesting a
business. 10 DLC is a business registration where they go verify you're a real person, and it's not just like your name, address, and phone number. It's your business, it's your social media profiles, it's referrals. Like it's like a resume, filling out a resume with job referrals, right? So it's 10 DLC is huge. And I'm sure Jim probably as well, and Gary even, I get at least three text messages from random email addresses on my phone every day of just spam getting sent out. So they're really trying to nip that in the butt, and they actually charge a campaign fee for different types of campaigns. So it's really something. It's really something to look into, or have somebody on the team look into, to get a good understanding of it, so you don't end up getting yourself right.
Doug's 100% right. I would really, until you talked, and I'm no attorney, but I can guarantee you, Ray, the Google Voice is not a good idea for NewOaks at all.
Not long term, anyways. If you want to keep it there for a few minutes, maybe, but don't plan on that being long term.
That's why I was telling you the integrations. North America, Twilio's worldwide, but then you have like Australia and Asia. I think it's Plexi. One of my Australian buddies.
There's a few different ones.
Right, and I would just use Twilio. It's the world all over, and North Americans are very familiar with it. It's more expensive, but then you can find the ones that integrate to NewOaks that are in Asia and Australia as well as Europe. So
I would look into the 10 DLC, but I know that Google Voice, you cannot initiate the first message. You have to be opt in. You can only send out your message to opt in. I'm not gonna use that or allow my customers use that to do scam. I mean,
no.
Yeah. And also,
Oh, one more. Well, along these lines, if I can throw this in, and then Ray, you can. Google Voice versus the NewOaks app.
mhm.
Explain the difference. Do I need the NewOaks app if I'm using Google Voice, for example? Do I need the
Mhm.
NewOaks app if I'm using Google Voice
No,
app?
no, no,
NewOaks app is just chatbot. What's the difference
News
between?
News app is only for live chat.
Okay, live chat, live texting.
Yeah, live chat.
Yeah.
Yeah, live chat.
Okay.
Yeah, you if you want to try Google Voice, yeah, you don't need to go. You don't need to use NewOaks AI
Okay.
app. Okay.
And the app
Okay.
is Ray and I were talking yesterday about the app.
Mhm.
Don't look for white label on the app anytime soon. It's a very complex process to change the NewOaks app logo and name on every installation for every AI bot because
Yeah.
of Google Play and iOS and the App Store and the complications along those lines. So if you're going to use the NewOak app, it's going to have NewOaks on it.
Yep. Sure. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so the roadmap, we have been talking about Facebook, WhatsApp. So Facebook, WhatsApp is same thing, the review process. So the Facebook had to open a advertising account. Yeah, it's not a technical challenge. It is just a review. Under we are going through the review by Facebook because we are going to use their business API. Okay, same thing with WhatsApp. Telegram is going to be next. WooCommerce, I think one of my customers is proposing use integration with WooCommerce, so I'm going to do that. Google Sheet is under development, ETA, 3 to 4 weeks. And also safety prompt switch, not prompting, safety prompt, to not answer business related questions. We're going to put out a safety switch and trunking.
Like a negative prompt.
Yeah, exactly. Like write a Python code for me, or the scrambled text, to create a scrambled eggs test, something like that.
Right.
Okay. And in e-commerce, real estate templates. So this month, those 2 templates are going to be released, first version, so that you guys can start to test it out. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Do you want me to go have a quick walkthrough, or we can jump through the QAs directly?
Everybody's mic's muted, Ray. So
Okay, I'll just give a quick.
I'd like a
Yeah.
I'd like a little demo, and then we can go to the Q&A.
run
Okay.
through run through the tabs, Ray, and just quick overviews.
Yeah, just quick overview, all right? Okay, I mean, just tell you, what a chatbot can do and where is it? Okay, just hold on a second.
Looking for the right screen.
Oh, yeah, just a second. Yeah, I need to find that. Okay. Can you guys see the screen?
There she is.
Yep. Okay. So
Oh, you got chat log. My chat logs aren't still aren't showing up, but we'll talk about that later.
yeah, let's talk about it later. Yeah. Okay. So once you log in, right? For example, once you log in here and go to Chatbot, so the first thing is to create a new Chatbot. Okay, so here's data sources. So that's the most critical part. I know some of you guys are, there's 4 sections, right? Files. So let's just upload a file really quick. Okay. So file is the first one. Let's go here. Text. Okay. FAQ nukes. Yeah, and then create a chatbot. So that's what I was talking about. In the file, I'm going to show you guys how the files look. So you better to have double space for all the data in the uploaded files. It's going to be perform better than otherwise. Let me open up the files for you guys. Okay, here it goes. Okay, for example, this FAQ files. Oh, it's PDF is always slow. Most of the time I use TXT file, it's a lot faster.
Are you looking at something else other than this page? Because I'm not seeing you do anything. Did you share your whole
Wow.
screen?
We're looking at the chat bot, Ray, the chat
may
bot
want-
tab.
You might want to share your
okay,
whole
okay.
screen.
Yeah, definitely. I want to share. Okay. Can you guys see it now?
There we go.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. What?
So the
Go ahead. Somebody's got a question in the chat here, Ray, about the formatting of that text document. Go ahead.
okay. What the key? Oh, okay. I'll answer the question.
So I'll keep an eye on this, but the last question I think is where that he's got here is he's imported third-party WooCommerce store and testing. The bot could not answer all questions. Sometimes it did not know the price or graduated prices. The bot could not compare properties or features with other properties. What can I improve? This is going to have to do with the AI or the API. And we've been messing with the WooCommerce, my WooCommerce store for my client for a week now, 2 weeks. I've been messing with it. Ray was messing with it for quite a while yesterday, trying to get some answers and stuff. And it's just not that type of a chat bot yet. We need the API connectivity so it can actually retrieve 3 different 3-bedroom 2-bath houses so we can go get those specifics and bring them back. That requires API connection. So as far as improving documents, Ray, is you've got a text document here. Should we use H2 tags, H1 tags, just text? You said something about double spacing. How should we optimize our text files?
So so here for PDF, I mean, see how the way that I organize the files. So I organize with all like QAs, right? And then in between every 2
Q&A.
knowledge points, there are double space. Okay, so that's, you can see the way that the trunk is split like a different trunks, right? And I'll just scroll down to the end. So that way it's much better, it's much better structured and organized. So the answer quality would be 10 times better. I mean, than the other way around. So let me go back to, okay, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, when you're uploading data, you want to make sure that that data is organized, like he was saying about if your website isn't organized, if you've got an H1, then an H3, and then an H2, and it's not structured properly, if you don't have the right schema set up for products or real estate, If you don't have that data, the more organized the data is, the easier it is for the chatbot. So like he's saying here, he's got different Q&As. He's got the question, next line is the answer, then he's got a double space there, right? So that is a chunk of data. And the easier you make that data readable for the AI, the better results you're going to get. And it's just with everything, right? It doesn't have to go look for it because you've given it some direction by organizing it.
I see the same thing with the that's sniper, right?
And we also talked about weighting the data. So right now, the way the system's working, if I'm understanding it, Ray, you can correct me if I'm wrong, it's gathering all the data from all the different sources, and then it's trying to organize it into the chunks that it can go back and refer to. So if it's about the company's information like location, hours, that kind of stuff, it's in one chunk. The history of the company is in another chunk. And the more organized you can give the data. Now, right now, none of these data sources are weighted. So we're not saying that, hey, go to the text files before you go to my XML feed, before then you go to, so find it in this order. Nothing's weighted yet. So they're tossing this idea around about weighting. The text is the weight. Like if you get a question, go here for the answer first. If you don't find it here, then go here. If you don't, it's step by step through that data. So that's all the programmers got to work on that to get it to organize and improve, as it grows and, as they learn how to do this stuff and gets better, the more organized, the better results.
Yeah, exactly. So very, very well, Doug. So that's what we're gonna do, everyone. And the other thing about scraping website, the challenge is that different website
Different
have different
structures.
data format. Different structures. So there's no one program, one scraper or crawling program can scrape every single website in the whole world. No, there's nothing. There's nothing existing, right?
Not yet, not yet. Until you get a couple of AI agents working together. This is the Shopify agent, the WooCommerce agent, the Wix agent. Right now, they're all right. So anyways,
so that's why the WooCommerce website, eCommerce chatbot, cannot work as well as you expected, because the structure of your website is different with dog website, right? Dog's capital botanical website structure is different with Gary's website structure. So
we have completely different.
There's not a one fit all app or program to do that. So in order to accomplish that, to answer the questions that Sniper was asking about his WooCommerce thing, we are building the templates, okay? And we have to use APIs to connect to the data. We have to split the data and reorganize it. And then we use a RAG technology to retrieve the data from the knowledge base. And also we have to send the user's question to the chatbot. So there's bi-directional. So it has to be an API interface, right? So right now, without API, without webhook, just scraping the website itself, it will not be able to give you the answer that you're looking for. It cannot answer your question, your customer's questions 100% with 100% accuracy, because the data structure was messy. Right. And the larger the website is, the bigger the problem is. But for general websites, for example, for a website, a realtor's website with only 10 properties, well, the chatbot will perform well by answering the questions, right? What is your location? What is your office hour? What is the open house? And capture leads. So that's a general purpose chatbot. But for e-commerce, real estate dealers, for example, with 5,000 property listings, or for used car dealerships with 400 cars in their inventories, the embedding technology is not good enough. we have to use the retrieval technology, RAG. That's what we are developing right now, okay, to give you a better response for any business with a big inventory of products or goods.
Hey, Ray,
Ray, do
real
you think
quick.
we're less than a year away from having that improved quite a bit?
Yeah, of course. Not it's gonna take not 2 months, one to 2 months. So
Oh,
60
okay.
days, I think.
Okay.
I'm a little bit optimistic, but I think we're working on it. That's the whole point. Okay.
Okay,
But I know
great.
you guys are expecting right now, but no, it's like whatever we're having right now, it's just a general purpose chatbot, right?
Okay.
So I had to build templates for every single vertical industries, e-commerce templates, real estate templates, right? And then auto business templates, and maybe like doctor or dentist templates, something like that. So we're building templates for each different vertical industries. Okay,
You were gonna
so
you were gonna get on start going through the tabs, start going through the back end a little bit there. I'm curious about, you saw my prompting. I had this big long prompt and I had date over here and you said remove it, just leave FAQs here. Can you explain the different pieces of that?
yeah,
Of the
yeah, good.
we understand how to upload sources. I'm more interested in the settings behind it and the training
Yep.
and 3.5 versus 4.0 and things like that.
Yeah. So we're very good, Doug. That's what I'm about to talk about. Okay, so let's go back to the back end of the website, NewOaks website, and okay. So here's the upload file, and then the next one is text. Okay. So when I was working on Doc's website, I see he put both prompt and also FAQs in this section. So that's why the quality of the chat was not good, because on the text field, you only need to put in your FAQs. Yeah,
Right.
not prompts. Don't put your prompt. That's not where you put
And
your
so difference between FAQs here and the Q&A. What is the difference there?
Okay. There's no difference. Here it's just easier for you to copy a big list of QAs directly,
Okay.
right?
All right.
With double space in between.
Okay.
For QAs, it's better to do it like one by one.
Right.
I'm gonna show you.
Now,
Okay, go ahead.
in this QA, right? If I put in the Q&A, what's your address and then I put an address in there, right? Is it going to pull that? Is it going to say, and if I put just the address, right? Is it going to is it going to reply with just that address, or is it going to reply with our address is? Is it going to use that text? I know on the keyword triggers, if it says appointment, it's going to give the exact response that's there. But in the Q&A, and are we training with the text FAQs, or in the Q&A, are we giving actual answers? Go ahead.
Yeah, in the QA, we'll train we'll train the chatbot with the QA. So the chatbot will give very similar, but not 100%.
Okay, that was the question. Thank you,
Not
sweetheart.
100% exact wording. Okay.
Okay.
But the keyword trigger is it's a functionality that some of customers requires that there's a certain answer you have to make it 100% accurate. You have not changed one word, so that's where you use keyword trigger. But I don't recommend to use that. It's less AI, but more like rule engine based AI. All right,
The keyword triggers.
A keyword triggers. So do not abuse it. I'm not going to use it too much.
Okay.
Okay.
But it's available
so
for those that want it, right?
yeah, exactly. So key things, do not put prompt here. I see a lot of, not just you, Doc, a lot of our customers put prompt here and FAQs here. Because they thought it was a system message, right? But it's not. So that will impact the chat quality. Okay. And then if you want to go to change your prompt, go to settings. Here you can change the name, but go to models. So we have customer service will have prompt templates, right? You can choose either customer service prompt or general appointment booking prompt, or even if you want a conversational one, that's specific one is for Google Calendar conversational appointment booking. Okay, and then
Wait. You're using a word there. When you say
uh-huh.
conversational
Mm-hmm.
appointment booking, is this so one of my questions for you was I would write in a question like what's a good kratom is what we sell on Capital Botanicals. What's a good kratom for pain? It just gives me a kratom for pain. It doesn't say this is good for this type of pain or this is good. It doesn't ask follow-up questions. It's only answers.
Yeah.
You said Google Calendar, you mentioned conversational appointment booking. Explain that.
Oh yeah, but that's only for appointment booking. I mean,
Right. No, I
when
understand. Yeah. But the
yeah,
conversation is going back and forth. Is
yeah,
this,
yeah,
is,
yeah,
so this
yeah.
prompt will trigger that back and forth because I'll go manipulate the prompt, so and play with prompts, right?
Well, yeah. So the prompt is going to, I mean, the chatbot is going to get available time slots from your Google Calendar and then propose
Okay.
that to your
Okay.
visitors. Okay.
All right.
So here are 3 available time slots. So it's like going back and forth, conversational
And
in a conversation.
is it checking one calendar or is it checking multiple calendars? Can you
No,
select? Because
yeah, you right now.
I have booking Calendly. I can say watch my personal calendar and watch my business calendar, and I'm tied up on both of those. But with another app, I use Amelia as my plugin for WordPress. It'll
Yeah.
only watch one calendar. So can we monitor one or two more than one calendar, or are we limited to the one? Does it give us a choice?
For now, it's only it limited
It's
to
only
one.
one. Okay.
Yeah, for now,
All right.
but we are going to integrate with multiple
Calendars.
calendars.
Okay.
Yep.
Hey Ray,
Okay.
will we be able to by chance, like some of the apps, like show the calendar inside
Mhm.
of the chat?
Yeah.
Will it?
Yeah. You mean to show your available time slots, right? I mean to pull out
Yeah,
your
with the
available
actual
time.
with the actual calendar showing, because some people like
Bis die Maschine da ist. Ich wollte, dass die Maschine da weg ist.
I don't know if he's talking to us or not.
Dann wollen wir morgen wieder dran und dann fängt das Spiel wieder an.
I think he's having another conversation with someone else, Ray. You might mute him.
Okay.
Flyper, are you
I'm
talking in English?
No, it wasn't English. That's why I was saying, I think he's in I actually joined a chat one time and I started talking to my wife and they're like, well, hi Doug, how are you? And I'm like, oh my God, they're listening to me talk to my wife. So I think he's in another meeting.
okay. Yeah. So Jim, yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
just I'm visual. I like to like I know how it picks out the 3 closest slots in. If we could show a calendar, I mean, it works perfect for right what we're looking for now, but like in the future, so I know a lot of people do like that. I've seen people say they like that, unless it's just me, I doubt it, but I like to be able to see like where you could have your whole calendar and all your, grayed out
Your
where
availability's right.
right. And because sometimes it's not like my next 3 available time slots. I might be booked for a week or I might go on vacation. I might have an emergent, whatever happens, but also make it so you can't go further than like 2 weeks out. That's kind of a cool little thing I've seen on some, like, so you
Right.
don't have people just screwing with your calendar way out down the road.
But yeah, actually having, instead of recommending 3 slots, actually showing the calendar where they can
Right,
select
actually
from
showing my
any open
calendar,
slot.
so then it
Right.
also helps me organize further out, like, hey, I'm gonna be light on next 2 Fridays out. I'm not gonna book anything for that. I want to be done on Friday earlier. You know what I'm saying? It's just a visual thing. But I mean, that's not a must right now, Ray.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm like going
Doc,
back to what you were saying, what I'm super excited. We'll talk soon again. What we were talked
yep.
about, I have a couple people that are interested about tying into the API direct with ML IDX.
Yeah, I
Okay.
was
Oh,
going to ask
awesome.
about that.
Yeah.
That's
Pete,
the gold
Awesome.
mine for real estate. Tying in,
exactly that MLS, right?
like if it can pull
Yeah.
the data out, show up pictures and all, like, hey, I'm looking for a house between 300 and 400,000 in this zip code. And all of a sudden it
Mhm.
pulls out 3 direct that are live.
And
Agents
each
will, woo.
yeah, and every agent's got their own IDX. So we've got our IDX for Wyoming and Park County and the areas around
Yep.
here, and
There's
Jim's got them in
thousands
his
of them.
area. There's
If you could,
and they're a nightmare. The IDX is yeah, you don't want to build a real estate website yet.
well,
It's
that's why I would never touch, because all the agents want IDX, so they basically shows
it's
on the website.
horrible. And the real estate world is still a mess
Yeah.
along the lines of data organization. Go ahead, Ray.
Yeah. Let's go back to the back end. Okay. We can talk about that anytime. Okay. Yeah, so the model, so that's the template. You can actually customize your templates right here. Just do whatever you change, okay? Just change whatever, and just remember to save, click the save button. And you need to set up, you can set up a time zone right here. You can use current time zone, just pick up your current time zone in your physical location. Model-wise, that's mine. It's in this model we only use 3.5, but you can choose GPT-4. Okay.
And somebody asked
And then
about different API keys. I think every chatbot, in my personal opinion, every chatbot should have its own API key, and you're going to max out at 25 or whatever Open API's limit is. If you get when you get to that point, you'll have to do something different. But um, yeah,
yeah.
API key
You
for
do.
chatbot. Every user should have their own. Every bot should have their own.
Right. Let me show you. We do.
Yeah, it was
It's
just
in
a
my
question. Somebody had asked that question somewhere. I don't know
yeah.
if I don't know if it was in the Discord or where, but I thought I'd get that question on the video here.
I think yeah, it's a Zoom. Right. So for API key, the settings, it's in the models, I think. Yeah. So you can set up API key for every chatbot here. Okay.
Right. Yep.
Yeah. You can also set up API key for your workspace.
This is something
Okay.
this is something that I think all of us probably need a little bit of understanding too,
Mhm.
because if I go to my default, to my main
Mhm.
workspace, I can add multiple chat bots under the
Mhm.
same email address.
Mhm.
But here in the other workspaces, you've got 4 and 8. Do you have to have a new email address for every chat bot, or can there be a couple different chat bots having the same email address assigned to them? So if you can clarify how these things are stacking up and connecting.
You can only have your admin email address with multiple chatbot, okay? Because you're admin,
Okay.
okay?
Okay.
But for any other
Workspace.
chatbot yes, any other chatbot in different workspace, you can only have one.
One chat bot per email. Okay.
Not one chatbot per email, but one email for one workspace. But you have to use a different email. I mean, you can only use, there's only one workspace for admin email. Okay. If you want to create a different workspace, you have to get a different email. For example, add here and input your API key and then get a different yeah, it's right here.
So you can add multiple email
Mhm.
addresses to one chat bot, but you can't add
No.
multiple. I'm sitting, I'm on a workspace here where yeah, you've got 3 of them added right there.
Yeah, so you can add
4 of them.
multiple email to one workspace, but one email is only corresponding to one chatbot.
The workspace just allows them to go in there and edit and modify it. But whoever's on there as the main email address is going to get the notifications.
For the new creating, no, the okay, only the admin account can create and manage the chatbot for all different team member emails.
Okay. So what is a
Okay.
team? What can a team member do?
A team member can only like log in and play with the chatbot. He cannot create another chatbot. He
I
cannot
see.
create a work. Yeah. So
Okay.
it's just for protecting the admin account, you know, prevent the abusement of the sub account.
Okay.
Yep. Okay, let's go back.
Oh, one last little nugget.
Mhm.
If you could set it up to where after you log in, we land on this page instead of our, it's just a reduction, minimize a click. Every time you log in, you land on your plan page, you know, the tier page. You're
Okay.
instead of logging in and landing on the main workspace page, you land
Oh, okay.
on, I log in and I see my AppSumo plan,
Oh,
if you right.
yeah.
And then,
Yeah.
so anyways, go ahead. Sorry,
Okay. Yeah, no
squirrel.
problem. I got your point. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Right. So just yeah, let me go back to the other account. I think it's better for me to just do the intro. So is there any specific feature that you guys want me to showcase, or just I just go, you know, walk through with my own steps? Okay. With
Oh,
okay.
one
So
and
the
one
set.
more and one more thing. If
Mhm.
another recommendation, if you can get the chatbot to not reset to 0 and go blank when you're changing tabs. So if I upload a bunch of data, I train it,
Right.
right? Then I
Yeah.
go to the chatbot and I use the chatbot. If I switch off that chatbot and I come back, all that
It's
information's
gone, right?
gone,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So if you
Yeah.
could
I
make
will
that
keep that.
persistent, that would be good with the
Right.
reset button, of course, but
Yeah. The memory. Keep up with the memory.
or just to be
Okay.
able to go back to that chat, like in the chat log. If you had the chat log and there was a button that said continue chat, as an admin on the back end, you know, training it and things like that, it would be very helpful.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. I know. Yeah. I'll
I'll
write it
take
down.
this, if you, after the chat, Ray, I'll take this video and take this audio of it and I'll pull all the nuggets out. I'll use some AI and pull the nuggets out of it and get us a transcript and all, you know, the bullet points of the video today.
Yeah. Sure. Okay. So here is the interface. So here you can set up the initial greeting message, suggest the message here, and change the look and feel of the chat bubble. Also, you can set up the lead pop-up, the lead magnet time, you know, the time to show chat window, and then you can input your email for support or human takeover right here, and then you can display the source reference link if you want it, especially for e-commerce website, right? And enable it, then it's gonna display the where the answer from, which is the reference link that the answer was picked from. Okay. And okay, and then so the lead, that's the lead form. You can set up the lead form pop-up for every single question that customer asks, or you can set it up for only when the visitors ask for a human takeover. Okay, and you
So
can,
what are the triggers for that to get it to go to human takeover or offer human takeover?
yeah,
What
just
just
the
someone
trigger is that
saying live person customer support, you know, some
yeah,
is it
yeah,
trigger
yeah, yeah,
words? Okay.
yes. talk to human, live support, customer support. Yeah, all of the general words will trigger that.
Okay.
And then it's a name, email, and phone number. And here you can customize whatever message you want your customer input. For example, Facebook ID, right? You can set it up, and then click save. Always remember to click save button. Otherwise, it's not going to work. Yeah, I'm gonna. And that's the customer domain. You want to put your customer domain chat. I mean, chatmoss.ai and point that and then here is the instruction how to set up CNAME, right? In using updated DNS record, stuff like that. Okay, and then you have to verify that right here, verify a domain. Okay, and then appointments. Here's where you can set up. There are two options. One is calendar, the other is Google Calendar, and we're going to integrate more calendars in it. And I think that's where Jim was talking about, right?
Right.
Jim, I think, yeah, what Jim needs is a UI interface to show your available time slot, right? And just click
little
to confirm.
Yep.
Yeah. Right?
Yep.
And
So
then,
that okay. No, I'll
Go
let you
ahead.
finish. I'll let you finish, and then I'll ask my question.
okay. So that's it. And dashboard.
No, okay, go back to calendar. Go back to calendar. I didn't know you were done. I thought you were going to go through some more stuff with the calendar.
No. It's
So the appointment here, you've got two different things checked there. On here, you've got, if you scroll up, you've got it turned on right there, but you've got primary Google Calendar list. So it's selecting the primary calendar, but below that you have available time. So is that my available time on my Google Calendar isn't until 11 p.m. It's only until 7 p.m. What is it going to, how do these two work together? Because you've got manually type in your availability or go over here and get it from Google Calendar. Oh, wait, I'm wrapping it. So it's not going to offer anything off of Google Calendar beyond this. Okay, all right. I'm thinking out loud and I think I'm answering my own question.
Yeah. So it's manually set up. It's not synchronized from your Google Calendar. And
availability isn't right.
Yeah. We will do the synchronization, right?
So right now, if it would have I've got this meeting in my calendar, it's not reading that at all right now. It's just right. I got you.
It's just a manual setup. Yeah.
So this you can end up you can very easily end up with double bookings if you aren't right. Okay, I follow you.
Yeah.
If they double book, you have to follow up and say, hey, look, something happened. But that's all right. Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah. So we will do that and then pull out your availability to this calendar
so book a meeting should be more like request a meeting. So request a specific time. And if it's available, you'll get it. We'll verify it, if you will. Okay.
Yeah, it's like a request. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Okay, so dashboard, you can see chat logs. You can export a chat log with a JSON file. There's a lot of chat conversation right here. If you're not happy with the answer, you can always revise the answer, right? If the user asks what NewOaks, if you do not like the response, and just type in here, and then click update answer. It's gonna update answer. It's just like add a new section to the QA. Same thing.
I really like this because the ability to do this right here, when you're putting a client on a monthly retainer fee, this is what you're doing, is you're just optimizing their bot more and more and more for them.
Exactly. So it's going to make your training data more and more and better, right? And to improve the chat quality. Okay.
Right.
And here is the leads information. You have all the leads info. You can also export the leads to a CSV file And also you can use the webhook to get the lead information.
And if you use, you can use the webhook to run it through Zapier or Make, or I use Make.
Probably or something.
Probably. And what do you send it to Google Drive, Google Docs, or just send it wherever, I guess, right?
Yeah, you can send it whatever.
It would really be nice if we could add to like the lead form, right? There's two things I would like to see really that I think would be really take this to another level, is to be able to put in a custom field on the lead form, not 10 custom fields, but one or two, the ability to gather a little bit more data from people booking an appointment. That would be one amazing tool feature. And the second one would be is
like what information?
whatever. If I'm a car dealership, what's your trade in? You know, do you have a, not right? Yeah, just you have one, right? But if you could put if we had the ability to add more, that I think it would be great. That's not the big bonus. The big bonus feature, I think, would be to be able to add more buttons to the bottom. Like I showed you that video on that other platform that I got, right? Where you can go left, right, and it's programmatic, as you I think is the term you use, right? So right now we have the ability to display this button only on a display human takeover form, permanently or when requested, right? If I could set up like 3 or 4 buttons that always showed up at the bottom, one that was a customer contact form, 4 specific buttons that I can program that are on every chat. So they can take a choice to go this way or that way. That would be freaking phenomenal to hyperlink 3, 4, 10, however many we wanted, right? Hyperlink them to other places. I think that would just be really next level,
Yep. Yeah. Well, I'll take note and let's talk about in details.
Sure. All right, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, later. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So we talk about that source and
Hey, Doug, could we also send them to another bot as opposed to a?
If they have an API key, yes. So basically, APIs is a long string of certain data, right? Different fields, right? So if you take it out of here with a webhook over to Make, whatever other tool you have that will connect to Make via an API, you can definitely interlink that data together for sure.
Gary, what data?
So like another chatbot, you're saying put it into another chatbot if that other chatbot has an API to go.
Well, no, just like with the bottom, the links at the bottom that you were talking about.
Right.
If you wanted to take them to a landing page of another chatbot that would be trained in something specific.
Sure, why not? Right. Yeah, why not? Are you a real estate? Are you looking for, like, we sell chatbots, right? So on your website for your business, you pop up and I'm a real estate agent, I'm a automobile, a car dealership, that have a choices of type of business. I'm a restaurant, and they click it and they go over. It takes them to a demo bot that you've built for that market. Absolutely, that'd be phenomenal. I have a text marketing software that I license. It's not a big thing on my list of things I do, but we do the same thing. We send them, we create a funnel, so they type in one word and they get a funnel of information, multiple messages back to back, or they type in another one, they get multiple, and maybe it's a link to a restaurant demo or a link to a real estate demo of the tool. So yeah, you can send it wherever. Embed a chat, and you can embed these also. You can embed them exclusively on certain pages, right? So the way these things are embedded now, of course, as you know, you just go put it in a script, a plugin for, to manage your code scripts. Well, you can assign that script to pages via plugin as well. So you could have one website with 10 chat bots, 10 different pages, all in the same URL.
So the button in the bottom is something like the suggested message, right?
Yeah, exactly. 4 suggested messages that always showed up there, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
That
It's,
would be so huge. I want them to be able to talk to the chatbot, but then when they're done, they're tired of the chatbot, it starts giving them pissy answers or whatever. They just give me the contact page, and there's the contact page. Just click a button to dial a phone, just a call button, right? It's a trigger, a
right.
TEL, right? So to be
Yeah,
able to
yes.
set up just say 4 of them, right? That
Yeah.
would be huge.
Can we do that now,
Yeah,
Ray?
yeah,
No, we can.
it's
You
yeah,
got
you can do it
one.
now. Oh, no. You can't get multiple. You can see the screen, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm gonna show
put
you.
4 buttons there if you can.
Yeah. What is NewOaks? You already have a book online demo meeting. I would say talk to human, for example, right?
Okay, so basically that's just a pre-written chat suggestion, right? So that's
Huh?
so for example, but you can't, that is going back to the AI. I can't hyperlink that. I can't,
Well, right,
can
right,
I,
right. But
so if someone says, what is New Oaks? I can't link, if they click, what is New Oaks? I can't send them directly to the New Oaks About Us page because it's just going to take, it's going to talk
no,
to
you
the
can't.
AI, right?
You
Yeah,
can.
what I'm getting at is if
But
we could
no,
hyperlink out of it, it would be
yeah,
awesome.
but that's where the keyword trigger here used for, right?
Oh,
That's
okay,
where the
demo that, Ray. Do
no,
that.
I can't do it
Oh,
yeah, because
That was
I
exactly what I
haven't.
thought of. Yeah.
so
That's the
here,
keyword trigger used for. So it's already there. But I haven't tested, so I can't demo.
oh,
But
sure
I
you
I
can
will.
do it. We all know what you're going through right now. Demo it. See if it doesn't, see if it, so put right there, no, go back to your sources. Let me walk you through this because our set, your sources.
Yeah.
Okay, so go back to your Q&A or trigger word, right? Okay, so
Yep.
right here, put about us. Keyword is about us.
Yeah.
Okay. Over to the please enter the answer. Go get your link to your, no. Go get the link to the New Oaks About Us
No. You
page.
have to you have to input the answer here about us. I just give you a fake answer, okay?
Will it
Is
show the
well,
link hyperlinked,
Yeah,
Ray?
but if you put the hyperlink in there, Ray, okay, this is a link, right? And then put the
yeah.
URL there.
Right, how to save it? Okay, this is a
Just put
link.
No,
Google's link there.
put
Just put a
Google's
link to
link.
Google.
Yeah, just put a link to Google in there.
Okay. Let's put a beam. Whatever.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I always
Okay.
use hello.com.
Yeah, and then right
No, in your
settings.
settings, right? Just the
Yep.
words about us, make it a trigger.
Yep. About us.
Chat
Okay.
interface. Mm-hmm.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, let's put down about us, right?
Right.
Us. Okay. Okay. And then let's save it, right? Okay, let's go test it. About us. It didn't go to the trigger word. It's
You got to
the
retrain it, right?
chatbot.
You've got to retrain it.
Category. Oh, yeah. No, I don't need to retrain that because the
Oh,
about
okay.
us is go to that. So, but yeah, so when I say when we type about us, it should go to the URL that I just inputted, right?
Or at
So
least
it's
show it to you. Yeah.
yeah, but I know what you guys are asking about. It should work like that. I think the functionality is already there. I just need to fine tune it. Okay.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
and that's the way, that would be a good way to do it, right? You just put trigger words in there.
Yeah. So you can put the trigger word. It's just you just go to
So,
the chat.
so
Mhm.
here's something to think about, Ray, when you're doing this. Okay. So
Okay.
if your trigger words, right?
Yep.
So the trigger word, you might want to have a checkbox that
Mhm.
says, it tells so the key trigger word is about us. So in the answer on the right, a checkbox or something that says it's a URL, tick the box if it's a URL. That way it knows to leave the chat bot and go out to the, to go to a new link, like let it know that, hey,
Right.
this answer is a link, not and then if it's a written answer, of course, and there's a link in the written answer, the link is clickable, but we have that option to choose the answer, right?
Yeah.
Choose what
Okay.
it is, right?
Right.
And that
Right.
might be
Just choose.
the simple solution, to be honest.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I got you. So I'm gonna we're gonna do that. But the function, the foundation is there, right?
Right.
We can
So
check
Ray,
it.
so how come you put the trigger word in there, and when you went to it, how come it's not finding it right now?
Maybe it's capitalization because this is a lowercase. I don't know. I'm just throwing that out there, but you're right. You're right
this
there.
is the trigger word. Okay, the trigger word. I mean, it's released yesterday, so I haven't tested fully.
Oh, okay, okay.
Okay. Fair enough.
With the
Yeah,
answer.
we're all guinea
This is
pig. We're all guinea pigs, Ray. So you can break stuff in front of us, and we're the group that's going to understand,
But
right?
that's fine. But the trigger word, I mean, the original trigger words is going to send the question to GPT. So it's up to GPT to pick what to answer, right? But this trigger word is kind of get a workaround with GPT, go directly to the answer. So that's where it where they
Yeah.
get yeah.
And there's a bug in it right now, apparently.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay.
Unless, Ray, so maybe the bug is the fact that it's a URL. So if you took that URL out of there and you wrote just the word hello, right? So take NewOaks out, put hello, and then go back to the chat bot. If you tried clicking about us again, it might give you the word hello instead of using the chat GPT. Is the link the problem?
I don't know. I had to
You have to test it. Yeah, you have to do it.
later.
Yeah.
Not let's not play it here, okay?
Hell's bells. I
Hey,
can.
Ray and Doug, I just want to say that this type of meeting is phenomenal. Love it.
Oh, I love it too.
I concur.
Thank you. Yeah, I think just the meaning of the meeting is to spark new ideas and new features from you guys. I want to learn from you guys. That's the whole purpose of the meeting. Yeah, I
Right.
appreciate that. It's fun. And then yeah, let me finish the go walkthrough. Then we can have a very open QA later. Okay. So embed on site. I mean, yeah, just you can share the screen, share the direct link of the chatbot.
Different embedding, different ways to embed and to share directly.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I think you guys know it already. So the last step is the text SMS. I can't showcase right now, but Twilio okay, my discount doesn't have a Twilio number yet. Oh, it does. Okay. Anyway, so Twilio is working. I'm working with an Australian customer to make Twilio works in Australia. It's working. So the benefit of Twilio is work globally. India, Australia,
Yeah, you just get a
Netherlands.
local number, right?
Yeah. I had to go.
Twilio.
I had to open. Go ahead. Doug, you mute yourself, I think. Doug, I can't hear you.
He either got dropped or he muted himself.
Oh,
I'm guessing.
Doug, you need to. No, I can't hear you. Oh my God.
So is Twilio, you got Twilio working or you're trying to get it to work? Because I know someone in Australia that.
No, I got Twitter working already.
Oh, nice. His name's not
Yeah.
Quan, is it?
What is, sorry?
His name in Australia is not Quan.
No, not Quan.
Okay.
The other customer of mine. Yeah.
Good job, Ray. That's big.
Yeah. So yeah, you can test with Twilio already.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. So that's pretty much it. Oh yeah, and live chat. Okay, go workspace here. Live chat. So if you enable live chat, and then you can start to talk either on the web or download NewOaks AI app and talk in the app. For example, if you go here, if I say talk to human, some trigger word. Right, so it's connecting to live chat, and I got a phone notification. If you guys can see, can you guys see it? Oh no, can you guys see it? Oh, my cell phone. No.
Yeah, a little
Anyway.
bit.
You can share your cell phone through Zoom, by the way.
How? I don't know how.
Do you have an iPhone?
Yeah, I do have an iPhone.
You do.
Oh yeah, I do have an iPhone.
You,
Yeah.
you have to switch your sharing,
Oh, so
and you can
yeah,
select to show your iPhone, and you
Oh,
have to put
okay.
it. You have to put it in the mode. Yeah, it's very simple.
Oh, hold on.
If you
Hold
stop your
on.
share, if you stop your sharing,
Stop my sharing.
stop your
And
sharing.
then, and go to new share, right? Oh yeah, yeah, I saw that. Okay, let me see. Wow, Zoom is better. Zoom is good. But
Select your
how?
iPhone.
Okay, yeah.
Now go
Okay.
to your iPhone. Go to
Yeah.
the control center area
Yeah, I'm on.
and click on the double screen looking thing for the screen
Yeah.
mirroring and
Yeah.
select Zoom.
Oh, I didn't see Zoom on the
Screen mirroring.
mirror. Yeah, I didn't see Zoom on the screen mirror.
Just
For
wait a
some reason.
moment.
Oh, I think it's a network issue. Let me test. Let me see what is network.
Your phone needs to be on the same Wi-Fi as your computer.
Yeah, it is on the same Wi-Fi. That's weird. Wow. Okay, I can't find the Zoom there. But anyway, oh, Gary,
I can open my app if you want.
yeah, that's
Not going to
wow.
help, probably. Okay.
Yeah, probably not. But I can show you guys the all right, the email notification that I got. Can you guys see the screen yet or not?
Not yet.
Okay, hold on a second. I'm gonna share my screen. But Gary, yeah, I saw last time you did share your screen. I'm gonna figure it out later. I don't just know why.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was amazing to me. All right, let me
What were you
share
guys
my
just trying to figure
screen.
out?
Good job, Gary. That was a great answer.
Damn it, I missed all of that. Can you hear me now again?
Yeah,
We can hear you.
Okay.
you're
Yeah,
good.
I had trouble switching things over, but I'll look at it on the replay.
Yeah, you didn't miss much. That's fine. Just hold on a second.
What are you trying to do, Ray?
I'm trying to get email notification. Show you guys the email notification.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I should have set up the mailbox earlier instead of here. Okay. Okay. Do you guys see my email box?
We don't see anything yet. You're not sharing anything.
Oh, okay. Okay, my bad. I'm gonna share my email box. All right. Okay. So you will get an email notification if someone say talk to human, right here.
Okay, now we're seeing it.
There we go.
Yeah. Okay, and then click to start live chat with your consumer. And then it will direct you to the back end of the live chat on web, on browser.
Okay.
Yep. The network is slow. Yeah. Do you see the screen? Let me
Yes.
move it out. Yeah. Okay. So we can talk. Yeah. Let me move out the control panel. Okay. This is live chat from web. Okay, and then you can see it right here, right? Do you see the chat
Yep.
bubble?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, so the connection is having connected. So you got two. The hello is from my iPhone, iOS, and this one is from my desktop application. So in both ways, you can access live chat, right? Even if you are sitting in front of your computer in your office, you can always use web application. And if you're going out, you can always use the NewOaks AI app, both iOS and Android. Okay.
Okay,
So,
so this the words reply by human, can that be changed?
yeah, of course. What do you want to change to?
Well,
By
no, I'm
live-
just,
by-
it's a reply in proper grammar, I think, is from human, but if it could say if I could change it to you're talking to Ray or you're talking to Doug or Doug's on
Okay.
the, reply from
Yeah.
Doug, right? That would
Yeah,
be
sure. Yeah, that makes more sense. That makes more sense. Reply from the business owner or the support agent, right?
right. And you
Yep.
could
Okay.
you could set that in this, take that from the name in the settings, right?
Yep. That makes sense. Yeah. No problem on that. Okay. And then that's pretty much. And then one last thing. On workspace. Why I don't have the API? Yeah. So the last thing is API and the webhook.
You're not maybe you're not in an account that's got that enough.
Yeah.
They didn't buy enough coupon. They didn't stack their deal.
Right. Right. Okay. Yeah, so here's the webhook API. Okay, can you guys see the screen? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so here's a webhook URL that you want you want to put in. If it's public, just put in public the active pieces. For example, here is the active pieces. So the guide is here, and also I made a video demo already. So it's on YouTube or it's also on Discord channel. So you guys just can take a look, okay?
Question.
And just go
Question.
ahead.
I noticed this, is this at the workspace level or is this at the main level? So every chatbot, every workspace or chatbot should have their API key, right? So if I go into, I'm going into one of the,
No. This is not OpenAI's API key. It's NewOaks API. It's
no, I
two different
understand. I
things.
understand that. So, okay, so using the NewHooks API key, we're going to be able to select the dashboard, then, or the workspace, I'm sorry. So the API key is going to have all the workspaces in it, and then we would narrow it down through the API key to the specific chatbot. Is that what I'm getting at? Am I reading that right? Or seeing
No,
that right?
that's different. That was the OpenAI API key. Here, what I'm talking about is webhook. Is connect NewOaks to other third-party CRMs.
All right.
The API key you were talking about is OpenAI's API key. So it has nothing to do with this one.
Okay, not exactly, but we'll talk more later.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
Yeah.
Ray.
Yeah. So you can just enter the web URL and verify it, and you're done. And then you click save button. Okay, you had to verify it. And it's a handshaking procedure to make sure that webhook is connected successfully. Okay, and API guide is here. API is a little bit more complicated. It's already there, I think, but it's if you are not a developer, it's probably difficult to understand. So I'm gonna build another demo.
Personally, I understand it. I don't know about others.
Yeah,
so basically,
but
from the API right now, from the API, we're just getting lead appointment data, right?
no, you get everything, not just the lead appointment data.
Lead list,
API here, I'm gonna show you. There's 3 parts for
Okay.
API. Okay,
right?
the first one is how you get lead and appointment data, right?
Right.
Second part, you can also pass data to the chatbot through API. So it's the bidirectional, that's bi-directional, right? And the third API, you can get your chat, the conversation data to a third-party platform, for example, Go High Level.
Right.
Right? Yeah. And then, yeah, you can connect SMS chatbot as not Twitter SMS, but Go High Level SMS through the chat API. So the API can integrate NewOaks to all different platforms, including Zapier, Publi, Active Pieces, WooCommerce, Go Ahead Level, whatever platform support API interface, you can get it connected. Okay, so it
Hi,
can.
Ray.
Yep.
Just a small question. So with the chat API, I can integrate my Typebot with NewOaks, right?
Integrate over your what?
Typebot. Typebot is a chatbot, usually on the deterministic chatbot.
It's another chatbot.
I can integrate my Typebot to Chatbase, for example, using the API. So this is the documentations that you refer that I can integrate my external chatbot with NewOaks, right?
Yeah. Depends on what data you want to get from NewOaks or you want to pass to NewOaks. Yeah, but the answer is yes.
Yeah. Usually I just use for the embeddings and vector database. And Typebot is actually a deterministic chatbot plus the AI chatbot, so I can mix the brain from NewOaks, to my Typebot.
Yeah, the NewOaks will take the NewOaks is using ChatGPT to answer, right? To conduct a conversation with your customer, right? And then the conversation can be transferred to the third-party chatbot through API.
Yes, that's definitely, yeah.
Then,
so I can see with this documentation then. Okay, thanks, Ray.
Yeah. So go ahead with that. But if you have any questions, shoot me an email or so I'm gonna do a demo later. So that you guys can know, can understand how that works. Okay.
Okay.
But the answer is
okay. Thanks.
no problem. Yeah. Okay. So I already built a demo, but I haven't made it to a video yet. I might gonna do it later this week, or I may ask Doc to do it for me because Doc is a much better expert.
Can you show us here what that is?
Yeah, let me show.
If you can show it to us here, I can figure it out later and do a demo video if that's what you want me to do. We'll talk about that for sure.
Yeah, let me try because I built it last week. I'm not sure that it's still working or not. I haven't tested for a while. Okay. Login. Well, the reason I like active pieces because it gives you a free trial. You don't have to pay to start to play with it.
This is another similar to Zapier and Make, right?
Yeah, exactly. Very similar to Zapier and Public, but I think it's more user friendly than Zapier and Public, because Public you had to pay upfront. I had to go through their review process. We already integrated with Public, but still, I think Active Pieces is doing well. It's doing better.
I went from Zapier to Make. I like Make. I haven't
Oh,
looked at the
okay. What's
personal.
what's good about the Make?
I just like the interface. I like the idea the bubbles and the different elements. I just like the user interface. And I like the fact that I can zoom out and I can branch and it's I'm no professional at this. I do some automation with like images to printify and things like that, but I'm learning it. I want to do more of it.
Yeah.
I haven't looked at
So
Pabbly. I haven't done active pieces. I like the layout better than this type of
yeah.
a layout.
Okay. So here
Personally.
is the okay. So if you go to either Zapier or Public or any other third-party no-code platform like Active Pieces, right? You always start with catch request, and then you need to build a send HTTP request here, right? Okay. So here, there are you need to do two things. First, you need to set up the session so that the third-party platform knows which session is talking to for your chatbot, right? And then second one, you need to set up the conversation itself, so the bot, so that the chatbot can send the conversation data through the API. So first, set up the session and chatbot ID so that to do the handshake, right? Secondly, you can pass the data to the third-party app. For example, here is contiguity, right? It's an SMS chatbot, okay? So the first thing here is in this one, you need to select a HTTP request block, right? And then use get method. And then here's the URL of our API. You can find the URL here. Sorry, go back here. URL API is right here. Sorry, that's the webhook. So if you go to the API guide, it's slow. The network is very slow.
Need to get you
But
a
anyway,
bigger,
but it's yeah. So that's the NewOaks API endpoint, right? Input it here, and then you have to set up the session key to pass on the session key, and then you need to set up the serial number, which is the chatbot ID. So this way, the other app will know that, yeah, which session and which chatbot is talking to, okay? And then set a second HTTP request. Same thing, right? But this time you have to use post method, not get. The first one is get, the second one is post.
right.
Yeah, and then you have a different endpoint. Okay,
Different
so this one,
right.
yeah, this one, and same thing, you need to set up the session key first so that it knows which session it goes to, and then the body style is JSON, and you have to input the session ID. So the first HTTP request, the result of this one is a session ID. So if you retest it, right? Oh, something, anyway. it's closed.
Yeah, this sample data is the thing that I like. Another thing I like about Make and the way it does it and the way it
Yep.
lays it. I'm
So
still
it
learning.
returned. Okay.
Go ahead.
Sorry.
No.
So it's successful. Okay. And then the first request will send back you the ID of the session.
To put right.
So, can you see it? So
Okay.
the data here is the session ID, right? So in the second request, you need to input the session ID within the JSON body here.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And yeah, that's the key thing. Copy the thing and the content is hello, right?
Mhm.
And then you have to test it again. So if you test the second HTTP request, okay, let me see where to test it. Okay, from here. Do the retest right here. And then, yeah, it's successful, okay? You can see that the body.
There's the content, right? The content.
Yeah, the content. Yeah, hi there. How can I calculate? That's the response from the chatbot, okay? So
Right.
you do the handshake and the visitor say hello, and then the API returns with a session ID. And in the content of the session ID is the response of the chatbot. So that's what we call the chat APIs. That way you can export the chat conversation in real time to third-party chatbot.
So you could
by API.
I'm trying to see the use case behind that.
So the use case that if you connect,
I mean, I have a use case. I have a use case for it. Here's an example that I would like to be able, that would just really, if so I keep looking at that send SMS, right? So
yep.
that's another service, contiguity, send SMS. I would love, I got to figure out how to send an SMS out of there with a keyword to it, because with I have a text software, SaaS software that I license for text marketing with funnels and next emails, right? And I can trigger a funnel with a word. So if I can send a request out of the chatbot to send a text message with a certain keyword, I can put them into a automated text messaging funnel. I can trigger that with a keyword being sent to a phone number, right? So
yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
So that's, assume that you already have the third-party SMS.
Yeah, mine doesn't have it. My system doesn't have an inbound or doesn't have an API accessible. The system I use, it's a closed system. They've really got it tied up because they have like 10 different softwares that works here. Anyways, but I can trigger things by just sending a keyword. So, which is all that needs to happen. So go ahead though. So here
right. So you got the body data, and then you send the body data to the third-party chatbot. That's what
got it.
What we were talking about, right? Yeah. So that's the whole flow. But I'm gonna make a detailed video demo later. Just give you you guys a look and feel, give a sense how it works. But I'm gonna give you guys a detailed video demo so that you can make it. Yeah, you can play with it. Okay.
Okay. Yeah,
yeah.
I don't think I want to make it. I don't think I want to try to make a demo video. That I need the demo video, but
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, no problem. Yeah, I can do that.
Go ahead.
No worry. But I think that's pretty much it. I think that's most of it. And we're gonna have more features coming up. So we can
Yeah, were you just gonna say any more questions?
right. Yeah. I think
Yeah,
finally
so
we're it's long.
just
I know. Okay.
I'm looking at the questions from the group there, and let me just run down the 7 questions somebody asked. Google Sheets needs GPT-4 Turbo to receive, will Google Sheets need GPT-4 Turbo to retrieve accurate data?
No,
That's a,
no,
no, okay.
you don't need the
Um,
4.
Okay, when will you be releasing other LLMs? Just
Depends. Yeah, cloud
go
is on
ahead.
the way, but yeah, 30 to 60 days for
Claude is
cloud.
on the way, 30 to 60 days. Okay, is WhatsApp integration due soon? You talked about omni-channel. How long till we get WhatsApp, do you think?
WhatsApp, I think at least 3 to 5 weeks, because the same thing. I mean, we're going through the Facebook review process. It's the account review,
Yeah.
bit for bit API stuff. Yeah. So 3 to 5 weeks.
I'm making notes, going through review now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Templates for e-commerce stores. How would that work? And would it work for other websites? You mentioned about templates for e-commerce stores. This requires the API, API connection,
Well, yeah.
training, tutorial coming soon. I'm just making a short note so I can put it in the group. Tutorial coming in a week or two. Is that
You
fair?
mean the e-commerce? The e-commerce
Yeah,
template?
for people are asking about e-commerce stores and templates. So how will that work, and will it work for other websites? So yeah, we talked about that. We talked about the different types for real estate.
Yeah, the answer is yes. For other websites, for example, a dealership, any website with any business with big inventory data, a long list of inventory data, will need to get a template. So the answer is yes. And the e-commerce and real estate template is going to take like 2 weeks.
You want to mute Jim?
Hey, Ray.
Yeah.
Again, remember we were talking about universities. I was just curious how that will work with like universities wanting to have their information about their courses in
Yeah,
something
same.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah, so we need to build a template for universities too. Yeah, good, very good example. Yeah, same thing.
And
We need
I had put a message in the chat. I don't know if you saw it, but I use a service called SMTP to go for both SMTP and SMS instead of Twilio. And I was just curious if I can use those two services within NewOaks.
What is SMPT to go?
It's a very simple and inexpensive and very nice service for having SMTP. They first of all, for every account you get 1,000 a month for free, but their pricing is very, very inexpensive. Like you can have 10,000 SMS a month or 40,000 SMS a month for like 15 bucks. But they also then, yeah, 40,000 SMTP. I'm sorry, 40,000 SMTP per month for like 15 bucks.
Oh, SMTP, I'm thinking
Right.
SMS.
And then, well, the SMS is just done on a per SMS that you send out basis. It's like they just bill it to you, bill it to your account. But anyhow, so I was just curious if I'm trying to use SMTP to go because I'm having my SMTP there. So I'm trying to use it also for my SMS. And I'm just curious, can I use SMTP Go in NewOaks with their SMT, like instead of Twilio, can I use the SMTP to go credentials in there for SMS?
The question is, if they have API.
I'm sure they do.
Yeah, if they have API, so there are two ways you can use API to connect.
Do they have the same type of
I asked them just this morning, I sent them an email about the 10 DLC stuff, like how they're handling that.
Okay.
So that was a big question for me. I'm waiting to hear back. I'll message in here when I hear back from them, Doug.
Gary, do they have the same required type of settings that Twilio has? Twilio has like 3 different numbers and keys that you have to utilize. Do they have the same ones?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Right?
If you want, I can maybe try to set up somebody to demo that with me, and I can invite you to it or something.
I would love to see that. I want to clarify something, Ray, and I don't know. I don't work for NewOaks, but I'm excited about doing webinars every week. So, and anyways, so I don't know why I threw that out there. Yeah, I would love a demo on that.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah.
To see how,
Right.
and I'll show you
I see.
outside. Go
Sorry.
ahead.
I see. Sleeper. Also asked some questions that about Pinecone account. So that's for
Yes,
embedding database.
yes, good call, good call.
Yeah. So yeah, Pinecone is good for GPTR. I mean, for the data
GDPR.
privacy stuff.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
GDPR.
Pinecone, end of last year, Pinecone got their HIPAA compliance over here for medical.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
and I know they're GDPR compliant. The question is how do we connect to them?
Right. So we are planning to integrate with some embedded database, vector database like Pinecone, but I think it's better for us to do the integration first, because if your customer have a free third-party vector database, and if you ask him to send his API key of the vector database to us, then we had to do the kind of like integration, API key management stuff. I mean, it's working, but it's a lot of work to do. I mean, so
I want to take this, talking about this subject. I have a client, I have a lawyer, and we have a problem we're trying to solve right now for him to be able to search large PDF files. He's a workman's compensation lawyer, and for the state, and he gets 3 or 4 new clients a month, but he'll get a medical file that's between 5 and 15,000 pages.
Right.
That he wants to be. He's been using Control F.
That's a great idea.
Right. So I need to be able to upload. I need to be able to break that 10,000 page PDF into 1,000-page chunks, right? And vectorize it and make that data accessible. So now he can go talk to it. And on top, another layer on top of that large file size is these are doctor's notes. So there's a lot of hand scribble on the sides, right? Right? Just the scribbles throughout a person's life of medical stuff, right? So the second layer on that is using vision to read the handwrites that can now be vectorized and searched. So this is if anybody's got a solution to that one, I don't understand, and I've downloaded multiple Chat GPT for all. I've got Docker, I've got Visual Studio. I have I have 4 LLMs on my PC. I haven't figured out how to, and some of them will attach documents, but 10,000 page, I don't have a sample set. I don't have a sample document 10,000 pages big that I can try it with on my own. I don't know how that happens I got a database storage on my computer for it, but it's vectorizing it. How's it chunking it? I don't understand the mechanics behind that. I can play with software on the surface level, but I'm not understanding the mechanics of breaking it apart, doing it on my PC, instead of in the cloud. I'm still trying to learn it all,
Yeah. So that's a good use case for vector database like Pinecone, because it's the HIPAA, right? The HIPAA compliance is critical. Yeah. Let's go to the next question.
Ye-
As-
The
the
next
next question is about the well,
white label.
yeah, no, not that yet. Is CSS iframe the one? So we are gonna have a
Well, you got some-
CSS customization for chat interface.
Great.
Yeah. So that's next question. Okay. And the
Oh, we
next one is the white label code. Oh, Hayden, that one we're gonna have another webinar for white label. It's not released yet. We're doing the testing right now. So the code has not been tested yet. So I'm doing the testing this week. So we're gonna have another webinar with Sazilla in 2 weeks. Just for the review.
However, if the code itself, so if you do the CNAME, put it on a CNAME chat dot your domain name, when you do that, you go to get your key or the script that you're going to put on the website. This script is going to have that domain name. It's not going to have the NewOaks domain name. So is NewOaks on anything else? I don't think it's anywhere else on the front end. It's a little down in the bottom, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. To be able to turn that off or just deactivate that would be, but anyways.
Okay. Yeah, what else?
And do you have a timeline on the white label, Ray?
Yeah, 2 weeks. This stuff, timeline. Yeah, that's final timeline.
Have you got an app? Have you got a date set with AppSumo?
No. Why AppSumo?
Oh, I was just gonna say, when you do the white label, how's that gonna roll out? Are you gonna have you got an upsell at
Sazilla, sorry. Sazilla.
It's what's that? Oh, Sazilla. I'm not sorry. Not AppSumo. I'm sorry. I said, oh, he didn't say that. He didn't say that.
Yeah.
Sorry, Sazilla. Sorry, guys. Yeah. So, okay. Do you know what that is? Can you tell us what that's going to look like in 2 weeks on Sazilla for the insiders if we keep it a secret?
No, Kai is working on this.
Okay.
I like Sazilla better than AppSumo now.
What's that?
I like Sazilla better than AppSumo now.
Yeah, I'm new to Sazilla and the groups and have been watching and learn and buying from. I still buy from AppSumo. I spent a shit ton of. Yeah, I got FOMO really bad.
Okay.
You got squirrel syndrome, huh?
I do. I am ADHD to the nth degree.
So Hayden asking about chat interface and the back end of the chat, adding, removing features, attachment to chat, and deeper customization look and feel. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So the CSS file, the CSS customization will solve a lot of issues about the UI and the backend. Yeah, we are going to do that. Okay.
You got a timeline, Ray? I know your timelines are always very optimistic, and we should always expect to add a week or two.
Yeah. 30 days. No.
30 days. 30 days. We're hoping 30 days.
There's so many 30 days promise that I have made.
Right?
So. Okay, I leave with my promise.
Here's one, Ray. Here's one. You've got your roadmap, right?
Yep.
Does the roadmap's got? Can we add stuff to that roadmap? Is that where a place?
You can add stuff to.
Like
you can add
things,
stuff to idea map. You can add stuff to idea map. Yeah. You can propose the idea and then we can vote. So the roadmap is the one that is going to be under development production. Okay. Yeah. Okay, and the last question I see is a DPA contract with business name, address, and name of the data protection officer. Yeah, we can do that. It's gonna take some time. So it's same with GDPR compliance and HIPAA compliance. So yeah, it's all like data DPA stuff. Yeah, we are going to do that for our European customers. but it's gonna take some time. But if you have your own preference, just shoot me your email. Shoot me an email, okay? So I think that's
I
out of
I have one little suggestions if
yeah.
I can do now. Okay.
Go ahead.
NewOaks has the conversational appointment, right?
Yeah.
And my suggestion is that can you consider the uh, conversational lead generation?
Yeah,
So
of course.
currently that you have the lead gen based on the form, right?
Yeah.
If I'm saying about conversational lead gen, so it means that during the conversation, the AI chatbot will offer answers, and then following, by the way, what is your name, and then what is your WhatsApp number, what is your email, and then for educations, for example, what is your intention, so I think this is quite good in the sense of that people does not being offered by a form to fill in, but it is between or among the conversational things,
Right. Yeah.
And I've experienced it before, and usually we have to use the GPT-4 in order that the bot can respond it in a good manner. Do you have any plan for the conversational lead gen for this one?
Yeah, because it's similar to conversational appointment booking. So we already finished the conversational appointment booking.
Oh,
For
that's
lead
good.
gen.
Yeah. Because in my
Lead gen,
country, right, in my country, people are reluctant to make an appointment. So
yeah. Okay.
for educations and e-commerce, so it is more towards the conversational lead gen instead
Yeah.
of appointment. Yeah.
Yeah. No problem. No problem. Yeah. I think 1 or 2 months. It's not a big work. It's pretty straightforward. Conversational lead generation. We are gonna do that for sure. That's no
That's good.
problem.
That's
Yeah.
good, right? Because
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's is in for my country the use case is so strong for
Okay.
that one. Thanks.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
I'm
That's good to
I'm re
hear.
I'm re I'm really glad you explained it that way, conversational lead gen, because being in the e-commerce business, the conversation is what's good for my pain? Can you make a recommendation? That conversation, and that's, yeah, definitely the conversational type element is a key factor that's missing at the moment, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Ray,
Yeah. Sure.
Ray, that's what I was talking to you about on one of our calls, the bot that I gave you. That's what they,
Uh-huh.
that's what I was telling you. So I totally agree with this. If you can combine it with conversational booking, conversational lead gen, and
Okay.
all your integrations that you've already got going, I think your
Mhm.
goal, it's looking really good, but
And I would think conversationally, if you set up your text input properly, like if you were to create a template for a product name URL, like in a CSV file, but did it in a comma separated text file, like you said, proper formatting of information, I would think that we could get with that you're doing conversational appointment lead gen, right? You would think, or to appointments, you would think that we wouldn't need full API to get product suggestions, maybe comparisons, but again, organizing data, right?
Mhm. Yeah, I think it's possible.
So
Um,
if we,
mhm.
yeah, what are the I mean, did I not see the ability to upload an like a XLS file?
CSV
Uh,
file? Oh, we have docs, we have text, we have PDF.
right.
Is that text? Is that text? Because I was like, is that text I exported, for example, how did I do it? I exported I think it was an Excel file or into a PDF and then tried to import it. I mean, is there?
Yeah, is
So
it possible to have your system understand the rows and the columns relationship in the Excel file?
we're talking about connecting to Google Docs, okay, and Google, connecting to the Google, but what about, yeah, just simply uploading an XLS
Yeah,
file?
the same thing. But Gary pointed out that the the connections between the columns, right?
Mhm.
That's gonna take some work. It's similar to Google Sheet.
Yes,
CSV,
yes.
CSV,
Exactly,
yeah,
right?
similar to Google Sheet.
I
So
just thought, okay,
yeah, the only challenge is that to understand, because different business has different format, different columns, and the relationship between the different columns
I
connection,
mean,
right?
as long as the column headers
yeah, if it read the
identify the content below, and the column rows maybe, if in other words, if you tell us what needs to be in that Excel spreadsheet in order to help you read it properly, we would just
Okay.
match it. That's all.
Oh,
we,
that's easier. Yeah,
right?
that's easier. We can do that.
You
Gary,
could do,
that's
you
a
could
good.
do mapping, you could set up mapping, right?
Right.
So
So eventually, whatever you guys, I mean, whatever you guys CSV or Google Sheet format is, I have to go to, I have to translate the different format into one unified format that NewOaks use, right?
right, yeah, that there's a problem.
That's the way to.
Yeah, if you could give us an example sheet of what you want, and then that's it. Yep.
We have the field.
Yeah, we will.
Well,
So that's what I'm talking about for different business. For eCommerce, I will give you a template example sheet, right? For real estate, I'm gonna give you a template sheet, right?
Yep.
And
So in this template, so every time you keep using the word template for this, I've been thinking of a template for a prompt. We're talking a template for data. Is that what we're talking about?
No,
When you connect to
well,
Google Sheets, isn't it, how is that going to work? Google Sheets I don't understand the difference between connecting Google Sheets and grabbing an Excel CSV, calc file versus uploading one right from my computer. I guess I don't understand where it should that connection to Google Sheets, it's reading the header, right? It's reading the columns.
yeah.
Can't that be implemented to have a manual upload directly to the system versus uploading it to Sheets and then taking it, or uploading it to Sheets and taking it over?
It's the same. It's the same thing. The CS you upload from CSV file,
But I can't, but here I can't upload the CS, we're not there yet, so I can't upload that CSV file yet.
yeah. So we are going to build a
Right,
CSV.
it's not there
CSV
yet.
file upload.
Look at,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we are building that feature. Okay.
Couple days.
The same time with Google Sheet. No, a couple days,
Yeah.
Gary. Don't set
and
me up.
how long did we say? We said Google
Google
Sheets, we didn't have that in, I've got a list of from the
Yeah,
thing.
Google Sheet. 3 weeks.
You're right.
2 weeks. I can't give you a real finite number because there's so many
Right, sure.
that are going on.
Right,
So, yeah.
right, but it's everything's in the near future. It seems like all of these things are in the near. There's a good chunk
months.
of things
2 to
that
3
are
months.
coming in the next 2 to 3 months, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Someone was asking about improvement on the speed. Although the scraping is improved, it takes quite some time. Will there be an improvement on speed, and is it possible?
Yeah, I'm already working on that. The scraping speed. Yeah. It's on the way. It's a continuous improvement. It's not going to be like
It's
one time.
it's maintenance. It's gets, yeah,
Yeah, it's more like a maintenance work. Yeah.
right.
Okay. So any other questions that Doug that you?
Yeah, Ray, I just want to comment for the e-commerce things. This is just from my experience that scraping the e-commerce data, for example, like WooCommerce, that is for me like a holy grail. It means that I I seldom find a
I
good answers. I seldom find a good answers for that one. So what I believe is that usually the AI chatbot should have like a product catalog or a CSV file. But if you want to use the Google Sheet, that is would be quite a challenging too, because you have to reread the Google Sheet for example per hour or per 5 hours. People usually changing the product in the Google Sheet, and then you have to you have to read it again, right? But
Yeah.
if it is a CSV file, people the user has to upload the file, and that
Right.
is more precise, right?
Right.
So
Yeah.
that is up to you, Ray. I just want to give my opinion that be careful on the Google Sheet, because users usually will change that and then expect something is happen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank
you'll
you.
be
Yeah.
having to monitor.
And that would be in chaos, you know. Yeah. So
Yeah.
either the product catalog that users can input one by one,
Yeah.
or CSV file. I think that would be easier for the engine to read it
Yeah.
and to embed it and factorize it, and we can get a good answers for that one. Yeah,
Right.
that's yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right. The CSV file or product catalog is definitely better than Google Sheet. The Google Sheet has a real-time update feature, right? So it make
Yes,
the
that's
it
right.
made yeah it made the
That's right.
yeah it
Yeah,
made it
and scraping, we are talking about unstructured data, right? If we
yeah
if we talk about CSV or Excel or things like that,
So,
we are talking about structured data, so it is more precise then.
so
Yep.
let me throw this out there talking about this. There's a really crappy app, my site. I bought it a couple really garbage setup for an app. I hate it, but the way they're connecting their app to your website and creating it gets created is by directly connecting to the database of the WordPress. It's all built around the database. Versus Google Docs or Drive, just being connecting through an application into WooCommerce. Is that an idea? I mean, and go right to the source. I don't know beyond how that works, but if you could connect just WordPress right into here and it connect to its database specific tables and things like that as needed, right? Is that an
Yeah
option?
well, the integration with WooCommerce or Shopify is another option. Is it
Shopify
or
for
WordPress? Yeah.
right,
Oh, it's a third option. I mean, there are
right.
two different options for e-commerce. One, use Google Sheet or CSV file or product catalog, right?
Right.
And the other one,
I wasn't thinking beyond WordPress. Yeah, sorry.
yeah.
I
And the other one is integration to the platform like Shopify, WooCommerce. So those are two different
things.
solutions.
Yep,
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, for me as well, it's product database, a MLS feed right off the IDX, an IDX connection to the MLSs. The auto industry, some way to get because I know a guy that sells Facebook ads, and he goes out and sets up the data endpoints from car dealerships and
Yep.
pumps it to Facebook, sets up their ads, and they just run, and does the same with Facebook or with real
Yep.
estate. Sets up
Mhm.
the feed, puts it on autopilot, and so to be able to connect into those different data sources, those
Mhm.
feeds, feeds coming out of things, right?
Yep.
Versus, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and what else? Any other questions that we missed, or
I don't think
I
so.
think, yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, and we are recording the webinar, so we can always come back and
Yeah,
just
yeah,
recap
this needs
Great
to,
call, Ray. Appreciate it.
yeah,
yeah.
we'll have to transcribe this video so we can chop it up a bit. Unless
Yeah.
if you have someone to do it, that's great, or I can take it on. But yeah, I think that's
Okay.
all. I don't have any more questions right now.
Yeah.
There's so
Yeah.
much, there's so much
So
information.
yeah, too many information. So the last thing, for everyone attending this webinar, as you know, thank you very much for the time, and we're gonna continue this webinar weekly for now. And and it's also thanks to Doug for your assistance and support. Yeah, thanks everyone. And then the last thing I'll ask you guys to do is please send me an email, because I can't remember, so many people's email. I know Doug, I know Gary, but send me your email, and so that I will build up an email list for webinar, right? For future notification and follow-ups, I will send out by the email. Okay, so that's the last thing I ask for you guys. And
do
have a
you
nice
want,
day.
do
Go
you,
ahead.
do you, do you want a landing page for people to sign up on an email list, or do we just put it, I mean, do you don't have a
No,
system to do all of
no, I
this?
don't have it yet. But if you have a landing page, Doc, that'll be good. Okay,
We'll figure something out.
yeah. But send me email. I mean, whoever is whoever attend this.
What emails what email marketing system are you using? Do you have a
No, I
tool?
haven't. No, we build it. We build a marketing automation tool for ourselves, but no, we don't have professional ones yet.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
We'll get something.
Yeah, please send me my Google email. I'll just input yeah, send to this email address, and I need to put that into the group chat. Okay, Matt.
There's one more question here that we missed about 30 minutes
Okay.
ago, something about adding or attachments to chat. Is there a chat
Right.
back end for chats? The chats be improved, adding, removing features? Did I miss an answer to that?
No, but that is, I need to be more specific. Add attachment to chat. I'm not sure, whether I understand it
Like a
correctly.
graphic, a promotional graphic or something?
Yeah, we can talk about that, but we should be able to do it. But let's put it on the idea map.
So yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I wanted to bring up. I tried to go to Idea Map from the back end.
Yeah.
And it took me to sign up for Idea Map, and have an Idea Map account now, but it doesn't have anything about, I think it's the wrong link.
Oh,
I think the wrong link. Yeah, I will send out the link of idea map.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, Hayden said talking about asking for a
I am
picture.
Asian. I'm super smart. He's awesome.
Right. So Hayden said yeah, the attachment to the chat is to, I think it's not attachment, it's taking information from the customers. For example, asking the customers for a picture or PDF. Yeah, that will be the next step. I understand. So that's the information collection during the conversation. to collect information from the user on top of name, phone number, email, probably the, you know, some business owners needs the visitor to provide more information, for example, a document or PDF file, something like that. Yeah, I think this is part of the conversational lead gen thing. So like I said, put it on a idea map, and
I can't get to idea map. I can't find it anywhere.
yeah. So I will send out I'll double check the link, okay, to see if
Yeah.
that's the correct link, and then release the link later, okay.
Yeah, it just says looped-in.io -ideas, but it doesn't reference NewOaks.
Yeah, I will send out the map later to the Discord community, okay.
All right. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, Ray, I know this is gonna kind of suck because I know it's like 1 o'clock in the morning almost your time. Right?
Yeah.
And we want to push this, whole thing forward another hour. So California is looking at 8 o'clock in the morning instead of 7 o'clock in the morning. That puts you even another hour later. So we love you.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah. Yeah. So finalize the hour, the time. You know, the maybe.
Well, we're going to be recording it, so let's let it be. Ray, how it is, I think is fine. I mean, at 7 o'clock, they're big boys. They can get up or listen to the, replay. I mean, it's like you said, it's almost 1 o'clock where Ray is. He's
Right.
enough for 3 hours.
Guys,
Ray, I can't thank you enough for what you're doing and everything, how you're going. So keep it up. This is the best chat, and I bought a bunch of chatbots. This is looking the best with, like I said, just keep the foundation, build it strong, like Gary and I were talking about earlier, and you're going to be one of the best, if not the best in market. So I appreciate it.
Thank you, Jim. But do make appointment with me after, if you get the MLX listings, whenever you get the listings ready, Jim.
All I need to do is get the right couple of people, and that's what I'm working on. All because they have to have the MLS access, right? To be able to access MLS. So
I've got Wyoming. I've got access to the Wyoming MLS.
Okay. Yeah, I know that. So yeah,
So
we are.
I don't know what you need along those lines. Jim's got much more knowledge, of course, than I do. I just know a couple of agents that I can.
You can. I mean, technically, agents are they don't want to give out their MLS credentials unless you're because that's
right. No,
So, but I mean, I'm excited as heck about that because if we can drill in right to the API into the MLS and do the kind of conversational forms where they get what they need back from MLS plus their regular chat. I mean, the realtors are going to blow up, and it's also combined with the video software stuff, your sister company.
Yep. Yeah.
It's awesome, Ray. Appreciate you.
No, yeah, you're welcome, Jim. Okay, so guys, thank you again for all the time, and let's I'm gonna put up a summary later, and let's see you next week. Okay, take care.
Have a nice day. Good night, Ray.
All right, Ray.
Bye bye.
All right, bye. Thanks, everybody.